A Williamson County community is on its way to fully funding its fire and police pensions after legislation aimed at reducing those debts became state law last year. City officials in Herrin tell News 3's Joe Rahana to reduce the community's ever-increasing tax burden. They've entered into pension obligation bonds.
Unfunded pension liabilities are one of the greatest fiscal concerns for Illinois state and local governments. Legislation aimed at reducing fire and police pension debts became law last year. It requires cities to fund 90% of their pension obligations by the year 2040. Herrin Mayor Steve Fertini says their city is on track to be fully funded by April 1st.
The only impact it may have on taxes is going to be a leveling off or perhaps a reduction, but that's going to take 3 to 4 years before we realize that. But future increases are going to be very, very minimal, if any.
For Herrin to reach their goal, they've engaged into pension obligation bonds, which will give their city a flat rate of repayment, saving them more than $11 million over a 20-year period.
It's going to create some stabilization to our property tax rate, which is how we fund the police and fire pensions.
Without the bonds, the city would have to find new funding, which Fertini says regularly falls on property taxes.
There's always going to be an increasing cost of some kind, but very, very minimal, and perhaps at some point in time that increasing cost will totally go away.
Fertini says a fully funded pension will also provide assurance to the men and women in those departments. Herrin Fire Chief agrees.
It's one less thing that the employees and the city council they don't have to worry about anymore.
Pretty says it will help in recruitment as well.
For somebody that would test and apply for us, to know that the pension crisis is a problem, but for the city of Herrin it's not anymore.
Reporting in Herrin, Joe Rahana, News 3.